The world can feel heavy sometimes. The weight of our worries, the uncertainty of tomorrow, and the memories of yesterday can press down on our hearts. There are days when the sun rises, but it feels as if the light can't quite reach us, as if we're walking through a gentle fog that never fully lifts. We carry burdens, some visible, some hidden deep within. We make mistakes, sometimes small, sometimes so big they echo in our minds for years. Each of us has moments when we feel alone, misunderstood, or weighed down by regret. We wonder if anyone truly sees us, or if forgiveness is possible for the things we wish we could undo. In these quiet, searching moments, we look for hope. We reach for stories that remind us we're not alone in our struggles. And sometimes we remember a story that has echoed through centuries. A story of pain, of compassion, and of a promise made in the darkest hour. It's a story about a man on a cross, suffering and misunderstood. Beside him hung another, condemned for his crimes, facing the end of his life. The world had turned its back on him, and he had little left but regret and fear. In his final moments, the condemned man, filled with remorse, turned to Jesus. He didn't ask for rescue or relief. He asked for one thing: remembrance. A simple plea, spoken from a place of humility and hope. Remember me when you come into your kingdom. In that moment of suffering, Jesus offered something extraordinary. He didn't offer judgment or condemnation. Instead, he offered grace, a gift freely given, not earned. He saw the man's heart, his regret, and his longing for mercy. And with compassion, he spoke words that would change everything. Truly, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. These words were not just for that man, but for all who feel lost or unworthy. They are a promise that no matter how far we've wandered, hope is never out of reach. These words, spoken centuries ago, still hold profound meaning. They remind us that even in our darkest moments, when all seems lost, there is a light that can break through. They tell us that forgiveness is real, that grace is possible, and that hope exists even in the deepest night. That redemption is possible for everyone. No matter our past, no matter our burdens, we are never beyond the reach of compassion. The promise whispered on the cross is for each of us, a reminder that we are seen, we are loved, and we are never truly alone. Grace. It's a word that resonates deeply within us. It speaks of forgiveness, of second chances, of an unearned kindness that mends the broken places inside. We find grace in unexpected places, a sunrise over a mountain lake, a child's laughter, the quiet moments of reflection in a candlelit room. These moments whisper of a power greater than ourselves. They remind us that we are not alone, that even when we stumble, we are held in the embrace of something vast and compassionate. We've all been there. Times when we've fallen short, made choices that cast long shadows. The weight of our actions can feel unbearable. Doubt whispers in our ear, telling us we are not worthy, that forgiveness is beyond our reach. But something deep inside us yearns for peace, for release from the prison of our guilt. And so we seek forgiveness from others, from ourselves, and ultimately from a power beyond our understanding. I remember a time when I felt truly lost, as if I was wandering through life without a map or a destination. Every step I took seemed uncertain, and the world around me felt both vast and empty. There was a heaviness in my chest, a quiet ache that lingered no matter where I went or what I did. I was adrift in a sea of doubt, my thoughts swirling like the endless waves before me. Each day I questioned my choices, wondering if I would ever find my way back to solid ground. The uncertainty was overwhelming, and I often felt as though I was barely keeping my head above water. I had made mistakes, some small, others that cut deep. My actions had hurt people I cared about, and the guilt weighed heavily on my conscience. I found myself replaying those moments over and over, wishing I could undo the pain I had caused. The loneliness that followed was like a shadow, always present, always reminding me of what I had lost. One evening, as I walked along a quiet beach, the setting sun painted the sky in breathtaking hues of orange and purple. The world seemed to pause, wrapped in a gentle silence. With each step, I felt the sand shift beneath my feet, grounding me in the present. In that moment, I found the courage to confess my failings, not to anyone in particular, but to the vast open sky above me. I spoke my regrets aloud, letting the wind carry them away. There was no thunderous reply, no sudden sign from the universe. The world remained quiet, the shoreline empty, except for the gentle rhythm of the waves. I stood there, waiting for something, anything, to let me know I had been heard. But there was only stillness, a peaceful silence that seemed to stretch on forever. Just the gentle sound of waves lapping at the shore, a soft and steady reminder that life continues, no matter how lost we may feel. The water moved with a quiet grace, smoothing the sand and washing away footprints, as if erasing the past and offering a clean slate. But in that moment, something subtle shifted within me. It was as if a weight I had carried for so long was suddenly lifted, replaced by a sense of calm I hadn't felt in years. My shoulders relaxed and I breathed a little easier. I realized that forgiveness, both from others and from myself, was possible. I didn't need a dramatic sign. I just needed to let go. It was as if I had been given an unexpected gift, a quiet, gentle grace that wrapped around me like a warm embrace. In that stillness, I found hope. I understood that even in our darkest moments there is a chance for renewal, for healing, and for a new beginning. That night I walked away from the shore with a lighter heart, grateful for the gift I never saw coming. Forgiveness is a balm for the soul. It soothes the wounds of the past. It releases us from the chains of guilt and shame. When we forgive others, we open our hearts to compassion and understanding. We break down the walls that divide us. When we forgive ourselves, we begin to heal. We acknowledge our imperfections, learn from our mistakes, and allow ourselves to move forward. Redemption, another powerful word, filled with hope and promise. It speaks of transformation, of rising above our past mistakes and regrets, of discovering a new path, a new beginning that awaits us all. The story of the penitent thief reminds us that redemption is available to everyone, no matter their story. No matter what we have done, no matter how far we have strayed from the path. The door is always open, waiting for us to return. All we have to do is choose to walk through it, embracing the chance for renewal. Deep within every human heart, there is a spark of divinity, a quiet, persistent light that refuses to be dimmed, no matter how dark the world may seem. This spark is not always easy to see, especially in moments of struggle or sorrow, but it is always there, waiting to be discovered, waiting to be nurtured. This is the seed of hope, a tiny but powerful force that can never truly be extinguished. Even when life feels overwhelming, when shadows gather and doubts creep in, that seed remains alive within us. It is grace that gently tends to this seed, offering warmth, nourishment, and the promise of new beginnings. Grace is the invisible hand that helps hope to grow, encouraging it to reach for the light, to break through the soil of our fears and uncertainties. With patience and care, that seed blossoms into something beautiful, something that can transform not only our own lives, but the lives of those around us. We witness this miracle every single day, often in the most ordinary moments. It's in the laughter of children playing, in the gentle touch of a friend, in the quiet resilience of someone facing hardship with courage. Hope reveals itself in acts of kindness, both big and small. When we reach out to help a neighbor, share a meal with someone in need, or simply offer a listening ear, we are nurturing that seed of hope in ourselves and in others. It is present in the forgiveness that mends broken relationships, in the courage it takes to say "I'm sorry," and in the willingness to let go of old hurts. Forgiveness is a powerful act of grace, one that allows hope to take root and flourish where pain once lived. We find hope in the bravery it takes to start over, to step onto a new path even when the way forward is uncertain. Every new beginning is a testament to the enduring promise of grace, a reminder that no matter how many times we fall, we can always rise again. This is the promise of grace, that light will always find a way through the darkness, that hope will always return, and that we are never truly alone in our struggles. Grace reminds us that we are not defined by our mistakes or by the moments when we feel lost. Instead, we are defined by our capacity to love, to forgive, and to begin again. Our true worth lies not in perfection, but in our willingness to keep moving forward, to keep believing in the possibility of renewal. It is our ability to open our hearts, to embrace others with compassion, and to seek redemption that shapes who we are. In every act of love, in every moment of forgiveness, we affirm the truth that hope is alive within us. And that, my friends, is a truth worth holding on to. A truth that can guide us through even the darkest nights and lead us into the light of a new day.